Why Portuguese failed to colonize India, though they were in India since 1948, or they are the first European powers to enter into India via sea route. Then why? There are various reasons for Portuguese to failed in colonizing India. The first one will be flawed notion of colonizing. They were in a flawed notion where their main motto is to conquer seas or oceans, not mainland. This conquering is in the form of business. They want to be the monopoly in sea trading through India. So they had brought blue water policy. The blue water policy was brought here by Almeida, Francisco Almeida, who was the governor who came to the India from Portuguese from 1505 to 1509, where and they were dreaming of controlling oceans and seas, where if we consider their occupied lands in India or in the Asia ranging from Goa, Basin, Malacca, Hormuz, Calicut and Cochin are port kingdoms or port regions which were port centric. None of these cities are holding any mainland kingdoms except one of those, and they want to establish them as a forts which would help them to trade with Portuguese. Here, they had no idea of controlling mainland or making the mainland into their colonies. Their main motto is to follow through the trade from India to the Portuguese, where many other sea forts that they had built, and not having a thought of expanding into the mainland. And there is another reason for their flawed notion. The reason is this thing: expansion of regional kingdoms across India during the 15th to 16th century. India have seen many regional kingdoms to be humongous in their respective regions. One of them was Mughals, Marathas and Vijayanagara kingdoms. They had expanded their wings in the mainland, so that leaves no scope for Portuguese to have an idea of conquering mainlands. And including with that, many of the Portuguese governors or Portuguese men had a conversion mindset, that is to convert as many as Indians into Christianity. A symbol for that is one of the Jesus priest had a meeting with Akbar. What is this meeting? Akbar had asked one of the Portuguese governor to send some Jesus Christ into the Akbar court, but not one time or twice, thrice. And Akbar court is a symbol for secularism. And these Jesus Christ had an idea of converting Akbar into Christianity. Into Christianity, where Akbar's descendants also had a good relations with this Jesus Christ. And the son of Akbar, Jahangir, also gave hospitality to this priest. One such who played a main role in this was Father Pinherto, who also tried to stop English into coming to Jahangir's fort. And Vijayanagara, we had as instance where Alfonso sorry Alfonso Alfonso de Albuquerque. Alfonso de Albuquerque was a governor where he had a trade relations with Vijayanagara, the Vijayanagara kingdom, Sri Krishnadevaraya, to supply Arabian horses exclusively to Vijayanagar, not to any other kingdoms. Where these are the reasons where this is the second reason where expansion of regional kingdoms across the India and their flawed notion of colonialism and their part-time idea of conversion or their conversion mindset, where one of the priests tried to convert Akbar. This is an instance. And we have the third reason, that is pirates is equals to Portuguese. Due to hectic competition from fellow European countries and regional kingdoms, Portuguese cannot continue their relationship with kingdoms or in trade relationship with Indian kingdoms. So trade got affected drastically. Then many private members of Portuguese turned into pirates. Portuguese is equals to pirates. That gave a symbolism, that is Portuguese is pirates, which which is one such reason of their effective colonization. Next, Brazil. Portuguese had Brazil as their main trade partner, where Portuguese had occupied Brazil, which which acquires most concentration, that is concentration is shifted towards Brazil, and they had a trade monopoly with the Brazil and they had no competition in the Brazil, so they shifted their more concentration to the Brazil and they diluted their concentration into India. Though though they had stepped into India so long ago, which the concentration got diluted, and these Portuguese were backed by the state. Orders from the state is to shift their concentration to the Brazil, and slowed down this had slowed down the expansion mindset of the Portuguese. Next, they had a profitable trade with the Brazil, so their concentration got diluted. So these are the four reasons where Portuguese. That's why Portuguese cannot expand their colonization mindset in India. And the main and most favorable reason, that is flawed notion of colonialism. They want to control ocean or ports, which requires most technology. Controlling water requires tech and equip, which lacked during 15th to 16th century, which affected the trade a lot. So that's why they cannot maintain the colonialism in India. Thanks for watching. We have many such instances. Bye. Let's meet in the next video.